Hi, my name is Friederike, but everybody calls me Freddy. So I'm 19 years old, I'm half French, half German. My mother tongues are French and German, but I also speak English fluently. And so currently I am studying at McGill University in Montreal in Canada. And at McGill I'm studying political science and psychology. And before coming to McGill, I lived in Paris my whole life. I have one older brother, one older sister, and two little sisters. And so in Paris, I went to an international school. So my school had 6 different linguistic departments: English, German, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese, and Arabic. So this was really an awesome experience because I've met so many different people from different cultures, and I think this really made me become an open-minded person. So, and I'm also a very sportive person. I always did sports my whole life. So for the past 5 years I've been doing gymnastics, artistic gymnastics, and also I've been taking singing lessons for the 7 past years. To describe myself, I would say that I'm a very dynamic person, very willing to learn, and also a very reliable person, so you could definitely count on me. So why am I motivated for this internship? So actually I felt very concerned by the current refugee crisis and the war in Syria. I think that we cannot just close our eyes to what is happening there, and just because it's a country that is less developed than the country in which we are living. And also I think that as humans we have a responsibility to each other. So this is really why I want to help out. But there are 3 factors that made me want to help out personally. So the first factor is that I had a Syrian refugee in my school, and we became friends. His name was Aitam. And so he was really nice, he was very generous, and we actually became friends because he helped me out once in math. And so from there we started talking, and he told me about his life, how his father was politically very engaged, and so Aitam had went to protesters with his father, and so the situation just became too dangerous for them there, and so they decided that they had to escape the war. What was very interesting and also very surprising was that Aitam actually felt very lucky about his life, because he had the chance to escape the war, which was actually not the case of a lot of his friends. And also I think this explains why he was very hard to himself in matters of schools. For instance, he did really great in school, and also why he really needed to spread awareness about what was happening there around him. So he was talking a lot about it, and he wanted to make us understand what it was like there in Syria. So the second factor that made me want to help out is that one of the attacks of the 13th November 2015 in Paris happened on my street in one cafe where I used to go eat with my family a lot. And so this day I think it was the scariest day of my life. I really understood that your life can change in 1 second due to something that is really not under your control. And so a few days after it happened, I also felt guilty because I've noticed that I realized that other attacks elsewhere were just not receiving the same attention as this one in Paris. And this again gave me the desire to help out, to do something, to react, and not just to stay passive. So the third factor that made me want to help out is that in both of my countries of origin, France and Germany, there's currently a growing xenophobia against immigrants. And so I understand that immigration is not an easy issue, and of course that it has to be under some control, but also I think that immigration has always occurred in the world history, and that it has a very, very positive impact on a country. So doing this internship as a French and German citizen, doing this internship would be an opportunity for me to show that not all French and German citizens are reluctant to immigrants. So what are my goals for this internship? So my main goal would be to make the refugees feel welcome. I would try to make them feel as comfortable as possible on the camp. I would try to be as helpful as possible. If they face any problem, I would really try to be there. So how would I try to reach this goal? I have several points. So my first point is, if for instance I organize something with my fellow interns for the refugees, any activity, I would really ask for some feedback from the refugees afterwards to make sure that to make it better, to be able to make it better next time, and also to make sure that I listen to, that I'm careful about their preferences. Then if my second, if I have the opportunity to teach to children, my main goal would be to create a fun atmosphere for them. I really enjoy taking care of children. So if I could organize any kind of activity with them, or just taking care of them, it would I would really like it. And also, I have experience with children since I have two unbearable and awesome little sisters. So I think I would also know how to handle a situation where the children are not behaving like angels, which could be helpful. And so then if I have the opportunity to teach to adults or children, I would try to be to make them grow and learn them in any way possible. I could give them some knowledge about France and Germany if they need to, and of course I could teach them English, German or French, since I'm fluent in all three languages. Then finally, my last point, if I would try to make sure that the people have access to the information and that they understand the information, because I think this is really an important point. Then, so more generally, I would try to make things work as smooth as possible on the camp. I would really take initiatives, and also if I'm not sure about something, I would definitely ask for some help to make sure that I'm doing the right things. So which challenges would I face in Hungary, and how would I face them? So I think a challenge that I will probably face is that since these people have been through very difficult situation, it's probably going to be easier to deal with some of them and a bit more difficult with others. I think that to face such a challenge, I would try to not take anything personally, and I would try to stay calm and patient, and also most importantly, I would try to understand why the other person is behaving that way. So then more generally, I would try to show some empathy and understand all the different life stories. But also, since I have not lived the same situation as these people, I would also totally understand if some of them are reluctant and don't want to share their history. Then, if I get into a situation where I feel overwhelmed, I would definitely ask for some help, find some help. I would go to a fellow intern or to a social worker, and since I'm very willing to learn, I think this would really help me in such a situation. Then a final challenge I will probably face is the fact that I don't speak Arabic, but I think that my motivation will really not prevent me from doing a good job. So this was my video. I hope you like it, and to conclude, I just wanted to say that this internship really means a lot to me, and I would be really proud to do it, And so I hope I will meet you soon, and I hope you have a good day.